Welcome back, y'all, to Key's podcast. Y'all, I know I have been missing for a little bit. I'm not even gonna say a minute because it's just been a little bit that I've been missing, y'all. But I am back because I got something that I want to talk about today, and I think y'all want to chime in and talk about it too. But before we get into the video, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please make sure that you turn on that bell so you do not miss an episode. So today we are actually going to be, first off, number one, we're going to be comparing the cases with Spivey's case, and then we're going to take that case and we're going to compare it with the perfect neighbor. The one I was telling y'all about in the last video. We're going to compare it to that case when the lady shot the woman through the door because the woman went over there and was wanting to know why that lady threw a skate at her child. So we're going to compare those two cases. So y'all, and make sure y'all, before I do that, I want y'all to go over to It's Nyla's World. Subscribe to her, y'all. She doing numbers. My baby is doing numbers. She is doing good. She took off. Her first video got over 1,000 views, y'all. So she is taking out. So y'all go over there and support the kids. Also with Patrick, PJ, my little boy. It's me, Patrick. Go subscribe to his channel, y'all. Go over to my husband's channel, subscribe to him. Y'all show the support. What do we always say? Support does not cost a thing, right? So go over and support them. My husband's is That Kid Polo is one page, and then the other page that he created is Polo's Fashion on a Budget. I think I said that right. If I didn't, forgive me, take it for love. But anywho, we're gonna get on into the video and we're gonna get started. Y'all, I seen first off, somebody had told me something. Somebody had told me about the Spivey's case, because y'all know I'm keeping up with the case because I feel like, y'all, this light gets on my nerves. But anywho, y'all, somebody had told me something about the Spivey's case, and y'all know I be watching it and monitoring it and looking at it, y'all. And I was like, what in the world? Like, what do they think they doing? Not Spivey's, people or anything, but I'm saying like the guy that had shot Spivey and his attorney. What do they think they doing? Y'all, so I'm gonna say that one. I'm gonna say that for the end, because y'all gotta watch the video to the end and so y'all can hear the tea. Make sure you got your snacks and your juice on deck, y'all, because it is gonna get real juicy and it's gonna make sense. Y'all gonna be like, dang, y'all need to put Key up there representing this stuff and talking about this stuff, because baby, it don't make sense. But because I always say it's gotta make sense to me, baby. I just don't understand. But y'all, first off, the topic here. First, we're going to compare these two cases side by side, and we're going to take a look at them from our point of view. All right. So y'all know we got the perfect neighbor, right? And again, that's where the old lady, I call her Karen. I think her name's Susan. It is Susan, actually, because I was going to correct myself, but I'm going to still call her Karen because we know she a Karen, y'all. She always messing with people. But we going to call her Karen. But we know that lady actually shot the woman through the door, and the woman was not in her house. The woman was nowhere near her. Yes, she was on her property and she was banging on the door, but you just threw this lady child with a skate. You threw a skate at this lady child. Now make it make sense. Anywho, y'all, so okay. I have to laugh because it makes me feel like something like this world is just, it gets worse. But okay, so we know that situation was about Karen shot the lady through the door because the lady was banging on her door, and Karen said that the lady was threatening her and said that she was going to kill her. But the door was closed. The lady never went to the door. Karen never opened the door. Karen just plainly shot through the door, not knowing who she could be shooting at. If the child was standing there too, they could have got hit. So they just shot through the door. And of course, the lady passed away. God bless her family and God rest her soul. But she passed away, and Karen at first did not get charged. She just got questioned and she got to walk freely. But guess what? Justice was served. Because again, that was not self-defense. It was not. Because just like they said on the actual show, if you go and watch it, they said that there was no harm that was done. The lady was knocking, but the lady was not physically inside this lady's house. hitting Karen or beating Karen and, you know, doing anything to Karen. She was just verbally speaking outside of a closed door and Karen shot her. But guess what? Karen tried to claim self-defense, stand your ground, and guess what? Karen didn't get by with it too long. Justice was served for that lady. Justice was served. So now we take Spivey's case, right? Spivey was driving down number 9, right? Yes, there was an altercation before the shooting took place. Before the shooting took place, there was an altercation, right? Between Spivey and so-and-so. I'm not going to say their name because evidently they getting their boxers up in a bunch because now they mad that everybody talking about it and that the story is getting published out there because again, it doesn't make sense. But I'm not going to use names, but I will say Spivey's name because, you know, I'm on the right side. What's right, as we all should be, because we know what the right side is and we know what justice looks like. But yeah, so Spivey was driving down number 9. An altercation took place before the shooting. Altercation. So Spivey is driving down 9, right? And Spivey's got this guy that's following him, right? Yeah, following him. Spivey is in front. The guy is following him, acting like he's on the phone with 911. You know, oh my gosh, we just got into an altercation. This guy pointed a gun at me. But I'm going to follow this guy. I'm going to follow this guy, 911. I'm going to follow this guy. I'm going to see where this guy is going. I'm going to follow this guy and I'm going to keep up with him. Even though he was just waving a gun out of his window at me. Yep. So Spivey turns off, right? He turns off. Boom. He turns off. You can keep straight. It ain't a dead end. You can keep straight. 9 is a straight way. You can keep going and going and going and going. But guess what? Guess what the other guy behind Spivey did? When Spivey turned off, guess what the other guy did? Bloop, turned off too. You know how to avoid a confrontation? You know how to avoid a situation? You know how to avoid trouble? Guess what? All it took that day was you to keep going straight. You didn't have to turn off. You was not a cop. You have no right to turn off with Spivey. Maybe Spivey was trying to get away from the situation and just let peace be peace. But no, what did you do? You turned off behind Spivey. And guess what? There's still no justice served. Now, y'all, we compare those two and tell me what you think. Tell me what y'all think. Drop in the comments and tell me what you think. Those two are the same. Spivey was driving. He was nowhere near in this man's space at all. He was driving forward. This guy was behind him. He turned off. Guess what they did? They didn't keep straight and say, okay, let it be. They turned with him. Y'all, let me calm down because I be getting upset, y'all. That's why I tell y'all I could be telling these cases because it don't make sense, but I could make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all, let me calm down. Okay. So, recollect. Anywho, okay. So, take those 2 cases, y'all, literally. Like, justice is there, but they don't want to pursue with the justice. They want to keep it going in circles and going, you know, in different directions and everything. And y'all, I just want y'all to compare those two. Literally, just compare those two, because now I'm going to show you what the main topic of it is today about this case that got brought to my attention from someone. And then I get on Newsbreak and I see the story about it being published and I'm like, okay, like literally it don't make sense. So, okay. It don't make sense. But anywho, so we know that other guy, y'all know other guy, I'm not going to say his name, but y'all know other guy and his attorney is actually trying to sue the Spivey family and their attorney, right? Well, should I say, yeah, we'll say their family and the attorney. Shout out to their attorney, because I didn't know he was the one that did the Murdoch case either, when the 19-year-old girl got in the boat crash and she passed away. God bless her soul too. It's never a good thing when somebody's actually, you know, passed away or all this trouble and stuff. And y'all, I really don't stand for it. I just say God bless them. But y'all, so they are literally trying to sue these people. Now, we know for one why they trying to sue them, because they got so much of this the stories being published. Shout out to Spivey's sister and his other family. Like I said, y'all, in my other video, I'm not just bragging on her, or I'm not just saying she's actually getting off her tail doing something. I'm not saying that, because I'm pretty sure all of his immediate close family and other family, and they're probably doing something too. And I'm not knocking it. I shout out to all of y'all. But what's really happening is this story is actually pushing. It's pushing. And as it's pushing, it's going higher up, higher up, higher up. Everybody from all around is hearing about this story. And guess what's going to happen? It's going to reach the right person. And it's going to get to the person that is going to say, okay, and wake up and smell the coffee and be like, okay, why was justice not served, right? So now the game plan is now they're creating this lawsuit to come in place so that it can take the mind off of the case and be wrapped up in a lawsuit, when technically, what are you suing for? Because she went the right way. She got her an attorney. She got the attorney involved. The attorney is very knowledgeable and knows the steps that's taken. And I'm gonna read this statement here real quick. I'm going to read it real quick, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Now, this what Spivey attorney said, and it made sense. So it said, it's very unfortunate that some people believe they can make things up, threaten, and bully to get their way. However, neither I nor the Spivey family will be bullied by the likes of Weldon Boyd, Tinsley said. Tinsley is the attorney for the Spivey family. He's the attorney, and that's his statement. Again, he said, it's very unfortunate that some people believe they can make things up, threaten, and bully to get their way. However, neither I nor the Spivey family will be bullied by the likes of we know who. So it's creating a mess. Like, it's creating, now you trying to go into a lawsuit and take eyes off of what's really happening, because Spivey and the attorney, well, yeah, Spivey's case and the attorney is going up. It's going up the chain, y'all. And y'all know it's going to catch some more eyes. See, at first it was in this little circle, this little globe, the little circle. It was in that circle. And it was in that circle for them to be like, okay, it was people that knew people that knew people. And then people was like, okay, no, we not, doing that, or we not taking that place. But that's how it was going at first, right? Now that it takes off and it's going up the chain, guess what? New people hear it, that them people may not know them people, and them people don't know them people. So them people is doing what's right, as it should have been in the first place, regardless of who know who. It should have been doing right in the first place, because justice is justice regardless. That's why we have things in place, so that way, everybody is treated fairly, right? But we know the world we living in, that's not how it goes. Sometimes you just not, it's not treated fairly. It's not, everything's not right, and we know that. But yeah, so I'm over here like mouth drop, like reading, and I'm like, come on now, you gotta be kidding. Like, you done took these people through what you did, and they gotta see that they family member, they can't see no more. But you out here like freely, like it's okay. Like you can't, y'all. I mean, I know it's gotta be hard. I know it's gotta be hard, because I'm telling you right now, with me just being me and being hyped up about this case like it is now, I can only imagine what the family's going through or how they feel. And I know that they're doing this day and night trying to push it out and get help, because I can only imagine how they feel with knowing, like, good Lord, like, we can't even get justice for what's right. And now you coming with this, oh, you suing somebody? Like, literally, you the donkey of the day. For real. For that, you are. Here's another statement the attorney made for the Spivey family. I'm going to read this one too. He said, I am proud to represent the Spivey family, because I believe we should all do our part to live in the world where right is right and wrong is wrong, he said. What happened to Scott Spivey and then his family is simply wrong. I'm going to read it one more time so you can catch it. I am proud to represent the Spivey family because I believe we should all do our part. Come on, light. I can't stand that light, y'all. All right. I am proud to represent the Spivey family because I believe we should all do our part to live in world. I'm going to say live in a world because I can't. Now, sometimes they be messing up. But live in a world where right is right and wrong is wrong, he said. What happened to Scott Spivey and then his family is simply wrong. Thank you. Yes, it is. It's wrong. It's more than wrong. It's real wrong. But you know what, though? Justice will come to it. But guess who else see it, y'all? God sees it. God sees it. He sees what's going on. And the day will come. Judgment day will come. Which we all have judgment day. Y'all, it's just hard because he like, I just don't get it. Like, how can you, some people are just so cruel. Like, how can you sleep at night? How can it not bother you? Like, how can it just be like, I feel like you feel like it's okay. Like, it just don't matter. Like, you just going about your day. Like, I understand certain things you can't dread on and you can't relive the past and you can't go fix the past. But at the end of the day, in a situation like this here, this certain situation here, baby, I feel like I don't see how you do it. I really do not see how you do it. But you know what? I'm hoping and praying for Spivey's family, and I hope that they get the closure and justice that they need because I know it can be hard on them. Like I said, I'm not physically in their shoes having to deal with it, but with me just reading the facts that are being out there and hearing the information on it, it burns me up. And for me enough to, actually like keep wanting to talk about it and kind of help push their story out, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you may not know who's watching. You may not know who's looking. You may not know who's listening. Different things, different voices, different people, it's where you literally you just don't know what you can get out there. You don't know what can be said to help someone. And it's not like I'm speaking bad about like literally any of it. It's just that I'm trying to get it kind of out there too, because y'all, like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that literally was not standing your ground. It was not standing your ground, because if y'all had the altercation at first and something happened during the altercation, then maybe we could say, yes, you stood your ground. But both of y'all are in a vehicle. Take it back to Karen. Karen's in her house with the door locked, not able to see the woman. Well, she could see the woman probably out the window or something, but she's not physically able to like be in the woman's face. The door's locked and she pulls out the gun and she shoots just because the lady said that she was going to kill her, or even if that's what the lady said. No, she said, I'm going to beat your A. That's what she said. She said, I'm going to beat your A. And Karen did say that. She said, I'll kill you too. She said that she made the threat that she'll kill him. But you got that situation. Then you got Spivey driving his truck on 9, and he turns off on his truck, and you've got Buddy back there in the back that's following and turns off with Spivey. When the situation could have been de-escalated, you'd have went on. Why did you follow? Why did you go behind him? Right? So, I mean, y'all comment down and y'all let me know what y'all think, because clearly, I mean, I got a good understanding of it, and nobody, I mean, it don't change my mind, because I can clearly look at it every day. Even when I first heard the story, I'm like, what? No, baby, that's not staying your ground. No, baby, no, that's not staying your ground, because you had an option to keep going and let the police go and handle that situation about if he was waving a gun or y'all was having issues. Another thing I wanted to mention before I get off of here. Y'all see how in the case at first Karen wasn't charged, right? Karen got let go free, and a lot of people was rallying up for that person and coming together for that person until justice was served, because they knew that justice needed to be served. That's what I mean by getting the story out and saying something about it, because you never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. And sometimes different things have to be broke down to different people in a different way to make them understand, because we don't all learn the same, and we don't all listen the same, and we don't all hear the same stuff, right? You ever play the game where you tell one person something and it goes to the other person, and by the time it's at the end of that person, something else is said that wasn't said, right? Okay. So that's what I mean by saying something. Just however you feel about it, or if you feel like, well, let me put it like this: if you feel like justice should have been served, then speak on that situation, or speak on it, because again, you know, different things can be said to make different people understand different things, right? So y'all, it just baffles me though, like it really baffles me. But I had to really get that off my chest and just get that out of here, because I know that it was a good bit of views on the Spivey's case when I first posted the very first episode. It was a good bit of views up there, because again, everybody is kind of interested in, you know, what's going on or keeping up with that case. And I mean, I am too. I'm guilty too. I'm really guilty about it. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all comment down and let me know. Let me know what y'all think, because I don't understand, but I know what I'm hearing, and I know what you know. But y'all just look at those two cases, please. Just go watch The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix, and then just think to yourself while you watching it. Think about the Spivey's case, and y'all tell me what you think. And again, Karen didn't get justice right then and there, right? It took some time for justice to come and be served to her, right? In this situation too, it's taking some time. But guess what? At the end of the day, we know what's right, and right is right, wrong is wrong, right? And so, hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, justice will come to the Spivey's family and put them at ease and give them some closure. Again, I know it's hard. I really feel for them in my heart. Truly, I do. Because it could have went a different way. Just by a simple, you keep going straight. And that's what, and if you'd have kept going straight, right? And let me fix this light so I can say what I got to say, and then I'm off. But let's just say this. So Buddy would have kept going straight, right? And then if Spivey would have came behind him and started following him and was still doing what he was supposed to be doing, right? Then that could have been stand your ground. Y'all feel me? Y'all with me? Y'all hear me? You see what I'm saying? But that's not how it went. Spivey turned off. Supposedly the one waving the gun first, right? Altercation. He turned off, but Buddy still came behind him. Didn't go straight. Came behind him, right? So, y'all, I'm going to leave y'all with that. Y'all just tell me what y'all think. Please tell me what y'all think. Y'all can comment. Tell me what y'all think, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it gives y'all a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of catching up, a little bit of work to do. Just to think. But I just had to get that off my chest, y'all, for real. Because it had been weighing on me, and it's just like I said, you never know who can be watching or who can hear, and sometimes you just have to break stuff down different, right? You have to talk a certain way with a 1-year-old, you have to talk a certain way with a 10-year-old, you have to talk a certain way with a 16-year-old, and you have to talk a certain way with a 20-year-old, and then you have to talk a certain way with a 30-year-old, 40-year-old. You see what I'm saying? Everybody is on a different level, so everybody learns different, everybody hears different. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. And I am going to go ahead and close out this video. Until next time, this is your girl, K for Key. Y'all stay tuned. And y'all can go over there, too, to my K for Key channel, because it's still up and running, too. I got the post up there, but I will be posting soon. And, again, make sure y'all support the whole fam. Everybody that's out there doing something with themselves. Go ahead. Show them the support, y'all. Show them the support. Support does not cost a thing. Show the support. But, yeah, y'all. Until next time, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video, and we will talk with each other later, and we will be back, y'all. So I will see y'all.